update on sports stories across the globe, Aaron Akerijola joins us. Good morning, Aaron. How are you
Yes, a very
today?
good morning to you, Ayo. Good morning to you, Doctor. Good morning to you, Rufai.
Morning.
Now let's get it started today. No other place than to start. There's no other place to actually pitch at this morning than with Manchester United.
Doctor Alpha. Sorry,
It's rather unfortunate.
Doctor.
Was it bad luck again?
Okay, let's get straight into it. Manchester United.
Well, no, let's first hear the excuse.
Amorim says that he has no further explanation to admit that this was a very bad out.
All right, your namesake, Ruben Amorim, on the day.
Do you align with him?
Was left to red face.
You know, like they say, like Doctor said, he said word swallow response.
Okay, Manchester United got booted out of the Carabao Cup yesterday, the fourth division side, Grimsby Town, eliminating them on penalties. Brian Mbeumo, after they had played 13 penalties apiece, all right, Brian Mbeumo missed their 12th penalty, and it's unfortunate that how things played out with them and Grimsby Town in football heaven, literally, because they couldn't believe their luck. Fourth division side beating Manchester United. And when you look at that and put it into context as we press it further, you get to see that the size of the club says it all. Manchester United, their squad valuation is about $1 billion as against the paltry sum.
4.3 million.
Yes, paltry sum that Grimsby Town's valuation is $4.3 million. It says it all, and Manchester United do not know where to look right now. Ruben Amorim, when you look at how things have actually played out for him, he's actually lost, and people complained about the fact that he's not looking like a man for the job. Because when the penalties were being played yesterday, he could not even watch. As the coach of the side, he was so jittery that he had to go and hide somewhere while his team were prosecuting the game. Rather unfortunate, but as I say, that's how the cookie crumbles. And right now, he's on his last legs. Of course, some of the fixtures from them: Port Vale against Arsenal, Swansea against Nottingham Forest, Lagos City against Chelsea, Fulham. We'll be taking on Cambridge United in the third round without Manchester United. Rather unfortunate. But away from that, quickly, let's move away from that into the UEFA Champions League draws that will be taking place today in Monaco. So a lot is expected for the 32 teams that have actually qualified for the 2025-2026 UEFA Champions League draw. And as it stands right about now, the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Chelsea, the likes of PSG, Borussia Dortmund, SSC Napoli will all be placed in 4 pots, and they'll be hoping to get favorable draws as they prepare to get into the next season. Who will win it? We'll be waiting. But as it stands right now, Paris Saint-Germain are still defending champions, and they'll be hoping that they can do a double for the first time in their history. Away from that to tennis, US Open is still hitting up Flushing Meadows down on Flushing Meadows heavily, bringing in some savory games. And one man, Novak Djokovic, had to come from behind against Zachary 6-7, 6-3, 6-3, 6-1. Questions are being asked. Can he do it? It's a big question. I don't know. But he's not looking like a man in form that will be able to get into the business end of the US Open and winning it at Flushing Meadows. But away from that, not only that, Alcaraz also had an easy day. He's like fish to water right now. He actually won 6-1, 6-love, 6-3, all right, against Bellucci, the Italian, and also not leaving out some other results that actually came in yesterday. But for the women, quickly, before we talk about Ben Shelton, let's talk about the fact that one lady, Aryna Sabalenka, is also heating up, and she's actually looking good for the money. At the moment, she beat Kudermetova 7-6, 6-2 on the day, and that was her 30th win in Flushing Meadows. So kudos to her and what she's doing. And finally, before I actually end it, as it stands right now, one thing is expected from tomorrow. Over 6,000 athletes are converging. They've actually converged, over 6,000 athletes in Asaba for the 2025 National Youth Games. This is the conveyor belt that we were speaking about. This is the opportunity we need to see the future of tomorrow. Team Delta will be hoping to retain the title once again, like they've always done. But let's see what is happening. Rivers, Bayelsa, Lagos State, and the rest of them are saying that no, enough is enough for Team Delta. But when you invest into sports and you've invested for decades, this is the outcome. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
I see, real quickly, sorry about it, Man United. You know, it just reminds me of the days of James Alexander-Gordon, Manchester United. 0, Grimsby Town 1. But please, Ademola Lookman is a story we should talk about. Look at the top Nigeria players this transfer season. They've had problems or the other. Ademola Lookman's case. Now, I hear Inter is saying they're pulling out.
Inter has pulled out long ago. At the moment, fresh talks are coming in from Manchester City. But
For
Inter,
Ademola Lookman.
for Ademola
What's the
Lookman,
viability of that?
I doubt if that would actually pull
Will
through.
Atalanta let him go?
That's the question now. So, because Inter bosses have even spoken that that Atalanta are right to hold on to Ademola Lookman. So if the bosses at Inter also share the same sentiment with Atalanta, let's see how it goes. But for now, he remains in Bergamo.
Right, well, we have to go now. But for Amorim, would this be the end of the road or towards the end? Is he on his way?
No way. It's too expensive. He signed a 3-year contract.
But has he started the journey? You know, maybe on the way to the end of the road.
No, I don't think so, because Manchester United would have to pay quite a lot to actually free him off the contract. And United will not to do that.
Ruben Amorim has apologized. He says, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I have no explanation. Now, they spent £200 million
yes,
getting a new forward lineup, but the team is not yet together. You know, they drew with Fulham, they lost to Arsenal. Now, what is the name of this League Two team? Grimsby.
Grimsby.
You know, beating them on penalties. But I think they will get there.
Hey!
Of course.
Hey!
We hope so.
Yeah. Let's sing that song. Till the end
of the road.
So, but the point is, they have a very tricky game.
It's going to be an
Okay.
interesting season,
We
Dr.
have
Martin,
to
for Man
go.
U.
The India Football Federation has been given a deadline by FIFA of September 30. If they do not sort out their constitutional issues, they will be banned by FIFA and also by the Asian Football Federation.